picture, that nigga just say that. You want a picture, that nigga just say that.
I'm just saying, just say that, bro. Like, it's gonna, you know what? Let's just get to it.
In the unpacking phase, it ain't even about like not with you or nothing like that, because I want him to, like, even if he watching these interviews, I want him to just understand why I feel like it shouldn't happen again, because I'm not gonna be able to look at you the same.
Right.
No matter what. We can go get a tree and all together. I'm still not gonna be able to look at you the way I looked at you before we went to jail. So for your own good, it's better to just like, shit. I love you to death. I know you love me. We love each other to death. And we just gone our own ways, and we just, shit, you know how this shit go? You just, sometimes you do that. You just,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Leo Cohen and Jay-Z split up.
Right.
They still friends. They still cool. Whatever they got going on, both of them got their billions. They living their life. They know what they doing. You know, it's no hard feeling. I feel like, shit. And for my good too, like, I ain't gonna be able to look at you the same. So I feel like a fake to just have you around me.
So let's do this one. Young Thug would have a point if he didn't try to blackball him. That, like, all of that would be cool. Like, literally all that be cool. See, the thing that people are stating the obvious against Young Thug is about this. Bro, you try to get that man blackballed up out of here. You try to sabotage his career. All you would have had to do was say, bro, you know what, man? That's some disloyal stuff, bro. I'm not rocking with it. Look, I wish you well, but I got to wash my hands of you, man. You done had too many instances where I'm questioning you and I'm not believing the stuff that I'm seeing, and I'm just going to leave it alone. But you try to blackball them. This is the part where Young Thug keeps on losing everybody. It's not that you ain't rocking with him. All right, that's cool. It's not that you just basically squash beef with people that y'all was having war with and all this stuff and everything. And, you know, some people who allegedly, even though we don't know, allegedly because of the beef, his mama got shot up. You know what I'm saying? Her house got shot twice. Not none of that crap. Like, nobody, well, they are pointing that out. But I get it. As far as, I can squash beef with my enemies, but somebody who I perceive as my brother stabbed me in the back, that's completely different. And I think people are kind of missing that part. They're missing a relationship. They're real life missing a relationship. It's not as though Lucci didn't lose and Young Thug didn't lose. You guys are comparing it and conflating it the wrong ways. It's not how, well, you can look at it how you want to. I'm not finna do that one. I ain't finna be one of those people like, oh, it's not how you're supposed to look. No. Try looking at it this way. Who would you feel more, I don't want to say hurt from, but what do you think would be a better scenario if somebody that you've been at war with, you done sat in jail for going to war with them, they done sat in jail for going to war with you, you done lost people, they done lost people, y'all both in the same field, y'all both can acquire money, and it doesn't look bad if y'all come together because it looks good for the youth, right? Or somebody who that you perceive stabbed you in the back. You basically invested a lot of time, effort, money, energy. You look at this person as a brother, and dare I say it, you help center them and study the game of the culture. And then on top of that, they mislead you, they lie to you, and they basically are looked at as untrustworthy. Which one would you forgive first? Just gonna be honest with you. So there's that part. But here's where I'm gonna have to agree with Young Thug on it. He's not wrong for feeling how he's feeling. He's not wrong for not forgiving him. I think that's the part where we all should sit back and go, he ain't gotta be cool with him. But, and this is the problem. But nigga, that's not how you started off. You started off on some BS and slick competition with him. And even when you got out, you was hating on him. All these motions that you're going through, you should have already went through this stuff anyways. And this is how crazy it's going to sound. And maybe Gunna is just eons ahead of intellect with this dude. Gunna never even removed his YSL tattoo until we finally heard from Young Thug's mouth of him actually dissing him outside the walls. Because expect this, right? Expect people to dish you while they in jail. If you're not doing everything they want you to do, when everything that you're doing when you're expected to do it. I'll point out YSL Tick, aka Slug, right? he talked shit about Young Thug. They all did in those jail calls. They all was dissing Young Thug, his homies that he grew up with. Because they felt like, same mindset Young Thug did, he ain't doing nothing for me. And the expediency in which is coming and all of this stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, niggas ain't gonna like this one, but shit, it's damn near better that he did it. You can make a case if that money that YSL, the record label, was using to get street cats up out of jail, bro, that could have led to a faster RICO and tied them all the way in. That right there. But some of y'all finna, you know, I seen some of the comments. Yo, Seti Nash, you trying to be in good graces with Young Thug. Let me tell you something. I would never. I don't care for an interview. I don't care for a sit down. I don't care for any of that shit. None of that. You can't stab me in the back and think we finna be cool. Hell nah. F that. Because the same stuff that Young Thug feel Gunna did, in a certain way, I feel the same way. So I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't say I didn't understand. But here's the difference between a Seti Nash and a Young Thug. Messaging. I can wish you well and want nothing to do with you. I can wish you well and want nothing to do with you. And this is the part that Young Thug is missing the most. Bruh, you don't have to squash beef with him or nothing like that. You don't. Whatever you believe you got going on, whatever, I don't want to say hate, but whatever's in your mind that you feel like you had to release, you had to get out, then so be it. But bruh, the way that you going about this shit, nobody's going to be on your side. And the saying of a salesman is, people buy from who they like. Let me ask y'all, when you seen Young Thug before he went to jail, while he was in jail, and when he got out of jail, did you think highly favorable of him? Yeah. 100%. But since he got out almost a year later, this bitter girlfriend phase it feels like he's in, do you like him now? No. It's hard to. Because it's even hard to understand. It's like, bruh, you're supposed to be pushing unity, pushing peace, and all this crap. You blank Gunna's name out, bruh. Rich homie Quan is dead. And every time something come on around with him on there, bruh, you turn that off, man. Then I don't want to, all this stuff and everything. You cut out Rich homie Quan parts. All right. But goddamn, bro, like, how is it that you gonna be this quote unquote, I don't even want to say king, but how you gonna be this leader and don't understand the perception of reality that you're giving? Check out the whole entire podcast with the it's Up There podcast, or just type in Big Loon. I still rock with Loon. I still rock with Loon. I ain't never fell out with Loon. I ain't gonna hold you. So it is what it is on that one. He's still good in my book, you know, as far as I'm concerned with him doing this interview and all that stuff. But that sounds like we have a problem. Let me scratch that. Shout out to Loon getting that interview. That's how I should have did that. Sorry. Shout out to Loon getting that interview, man. That's the one thing that I can appreciate as a content creator, as a black man, as a person who's trying to push this space with us intellectually. Shout out to Loon, bro, because Young Thug didn't have to do this, bro. Regardless of anything, Thug didn't have to go mess with Big Bank. He didn't have to mess with Loon. He didn't have to mess with nobody. Like, honestly, he didn't have to. So in that instance, bro, I'm gonna make sure I say shout out to that, bro, because honestly, this is Young Thug's moment. This is Young Thug's time. He could have took the quote unquote sellout route, went to nothing but white podcast spaces. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't, because he should. But bro, the fact that he decided to still, I don't want to say come down, but the fact that he decided to still go amongst his peers and answer all these questions and do these interviews, bro, I ain't gonna lie, it's a good look, man. I rock with it personally, on a personal level. But the fact of the matter is, bro, just do it this way. I wish Gunna well, bro, but I don't want nothing to do with him. I seen too many things, and I ignored him. And when the time was on, he didn't live up to anything that he said he was, and that's fine. But I want nothing to do with him. I know we can make $1 trillion together. Nigga, no, you can't. I'm sorry. Musically right now, Young Thug, if you keep playing it safe, nigga, you're done. If Young Thug keep playing it safe like he doing, he don't try to become an innovator with his next project, just put out a mixtape and see how the fuck. Just put out a little 5, 7, 8 song EP mixtape and see how they react. I guarantee you, if he goes with a different sound, niggas is gonna eat this stuff up, bro. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts, man. And click right here to see how this David case just destroyed a whole bunch of people's theories, that common theories, common misconception, common bullshit. But click right here to see that David update, bro. And y'all gonna be like, hell to the nah. A lot of stuff just happened in the last 24 hours. I'll catch y'all there.